And finally, question number 6 comes in here from Paul. Hi there, Paul. Thanks for being part of the amazing WiggyWam community. So Paul says, is it safe to go into buy-to-let in the current climate? My wife and I have been thinking about this for a while now. I want to release equity in our current home to get us started. We are looking for something to do up. I read that many investors are selling their properties due to tax rises, utilities, and other costs, making this a less lucrative investment opportunity. Is this true? Should we leave it for a few years until things settle down? Okay, Paul, well, thank you for the question, and great that you're looking at this as a possible option for your financial future. Here's how I'm going to address this one, Paul. I'm going to be very forthright and straight to the point with you on this one. If you're thinking about this as an opportunity, okay, I would frankly look at a flipping strategy first of all. And the reason why I suggest that is because you're avoiding all the headaches and frustrations of being a landlord, of which there seems to be many, and of which there seems to be, as I've mentioned earlier on in today's webinar, a number of issues where the balance of power has flipped in favour of the tenant, and it's taking landlords a long time to get their properties back. So what I would be looking to do if I were you, you and your wife have a capital gains tax, what do they call it, allowance every single year. Okay, now I forget the current figures, it's about £12,000, something of that nature. Now you both have that, which means that you can make £12,000 each, for example, as a capital gain over the course of 12 months without actually having to pay any tax on it. Okay, so if you think about it, it would probably make sense to buy a run-of-the-mill, shall we say, a 3-bed or a 2-bed property in your area that would suit either a first-time buyer or an investor to buy to rent out. Buy it in a rundown state, do it up, sell it, and then you've got 2 exits, which is sell it to an investor or a first-time buyer, or if you can't sell it, then rent it out at a later date. Okay. And it's really important to have 2 exits from any property deal at least. And this is why I'm going to suggest that you buy, do up and sell, because you're going to build up a nice chunk of cash in your bank account to then maybe allow you to diversify into a buy and sell flipping strategy, and then a buy and renting strategy to start to build your portfolio. And I'll be honest with you, Paula, and I've said this to a couple of other people that I've spoken to earlier this week, if I had my time again as a landlord and a property investor, I would be flipping more properties earlier on rather than buying, doing up, and then holding it as a rental investment. And I think the reason why most first-time landlords go into the market and they hold these properties is because they've spent so long looking for that, prize investment property, and they put so much time and effort into getting it that they don't want to let it go. Okay, so they hold it and they hold it and they hold it, and they just want to be, they're in love with this property. It's the first one they've seen. It's the first one they've bought for investment purposes, so that they're reluctant to let it go. And I think that gets in the way of them making some great profits by buying it, doing it up, and then selling it, and then rolling that cash into future investments. Okay, so it's something to think about here, Paul. That's what I would be doing. And then once you've got a little bit more cash behind you, a little bit more experience, it might be that you then look at dipping your toe into becoming a buy-to-let landlord and buying these properties and then refurbishing them, renting them out, and building up a nice little portfolio that way, so that you've got yourself covered for any problems that go wrong. If you have a tenant that isn't paying the rent every single month, it's no great shakes, because you've got some cash in the bank to weather the storm that is that 12 months that it takes you to get your property back, for example, and you're not going to then be in a worse financial position in terms of you can't pay your mortgage, you're worried about the bank's going to take it off your hands. Okay, so those are the sorts of things I would look at, Paul. I don't want to put you off going into a property investment. I think the market is going to come really, really good for being a good investor. There's going to be a lot of people who need financial help and support and need to offload properties that they've got at the moment. I think it's going to be a fantastic opportunity if this market goes the way I think it's going to go. And I would just be patient with yourself get yourself a bit of knowledge and education, buy your first property, do it up, turn it over. You'll learn a tremendous amount from that first deal. I promise you, it'll be a bit of a baptism of fire in some respects, but it'll be so worthwhile doing. And then once you've done that, you'll have a lot more experience to go into deal number 2, deal number 3, deal number 4. Okay, so wishing you the best of luck with that, Paul. As I say, if you want a one-to-one with me, you want a phone call or any further deep dive into this, or you've got any other questions, just let me know. Be more than happy to talk it through with you, and I wish you all the very best of luck. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. Thank you for joining me here this week on this week's webinar. It's been fantastic, as always, to get back in the saddle and start answering your property questions. We're here doing this every single week, and if you've got property questions that you'd like to send in to us, you can do that via email, which is happytohelp@wiggywam.co.uk. That's happytohelp@wiggywam.co.uk. You can find us on Twitter. Twitter handle is @WiggyWam_UK. That's @WiggyWam_UK. Or you can go to our website, which is wiggywam.co.uk. You can sign up, join, get a free profile on there, and start getting yourself immersed into the WiggyWam community. You're going to find a host of information, blogs, videos, all sorts of great resources on there that will help you with your property investment journey or your property journey if you're looking at buying as a first-time buyer or a second-time home mover. Or if you've never bought in the last 5, 10, 15, 20 years, we're here to help you with your house move there as well. So that is wiggywam.co.uk, and you can send us questions directly through the messaging system there as well, which will be fantastic. So I'll look forward to seeing you again next week. As I say, we are on for week 26 next week, which is going to be really exciting. And we've got some amazing things in the pipeline that are going to be part of the WiggyWam community. So stay tuned. Thank you for all your love and support. We're getting an incredible amount of interest and traction on our website right now. If you haven't submitted blogs or you haven't submitted videos to our news page on our website, I'm going to encourage you to start doing that right now, because I'm seeing huge traction, and I'm not just making this up. Go and check it out yourself. We're seeing, hundreds, if not thousands, of views on these videos right now, and on blogs. People are putting blogs on there, getting 3, 4, 5, 6, 1,000 or more views and interactions on their blogs on there right now. So we're getting huge amounts of traction, and I'm really grateful for every single one of you for being part of the amazing WiggyWam community. And if there's anything that we can do to support you, please do let us know. So that's it for me this week. Thank you once again for your love, care, and attention. Wishing you all the very best for the coming week, and have a wonderful weekend. And I'll see you same time, same place next week. All right. Thanks ever so much, guys. You take care. Be good. Bye-bye.